You got it!
Veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and/or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to put the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always seen. We want you to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to Playtime. We got your 6 at 6. Now here's your host, Shad Turner of Veterans Unite Podcast and the People's Patriot Project. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Hey there, Mark Peterson here with the People's Patriot Project, and we are live now on We Got Your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime. We've got an amazing guest for you this evening. We've got people in the foxhole, and we got the amazing, awesome Andrea Eichmann here as well to help us get us through this evening and what we got to get done here. Remember, we are the People's Patriot Project, and we are here for you. We are here for those that may need a hand. We are here for those that maybe still want to serve. We're here to accommodate all those needs. And so hang on, we got Chris Moore out there saying hi. We are going to start off, if you can remove your covers. We have the amazing opportunity to see and hear our guest this evening as he travels the country and shares his mission. We've got Elliot McKenzie with the national anthem. So take time to remove your covers, stand if you can, and give a little tribute to that good old glory.
To service, we have a 100-yard American flag that is being held by season ticket members who are active or military veterans and members of CAPS. Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, please stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart as the Joint Forces Honor Guard presents our colors and welcome U.S. Marine Corps Iraq War veteran turned R&B singer-songwriter Elliot McKenzie to sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare still there. Oh, save us that star-spangled banner away for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Elliot McKenzie. Now to the sky for the F-16
There we go. How are we doing, Elliot?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
We're doing awesome. Thank you so much for being on tonight. We got Tony Turner from the Deep South up on here. Good to see you, Tony. I am hearing great things about, well, he tells me great things about himself, but we also know that we're moving forward and doing what we need to be doing. How many times are you being pulled into doing the national anthem, brother?
Right now, if you look at an average day, an average year, I'd say close to 30 times a year for different events, different sporting events, small events throughout my area here in California. But my favorite is always doing it for big teams like that.
That's it's like goosebump raising, just amazing. I mean, it helps me realize there is no doubt how awesome this country is, and that even though we get a little snippet of the junk in the news here and there, we're patriots. We're fighting for what we got, and it's just so awesome to see you celebrating that and seeing our country celebrating what you do as well. We got Chris Moore out there. He's a first responder out in the East Coast. Excited about your rendition of the national anthem. We got Matt Strand down in Georgia. Gosh, those guys were serving up the chow this weekend. 22 pounds of bulgogi, Southern style.
Wow.
I'm just like, oh my gosh. I was getting pictures from Adam the whole time. Adam Jones. Thanks for being here, brother. LJ Raspler. Wayne Cross. It just keeps going and going and going. It is so awesome. We are so excited to be here, and we are so excited that you guys are taking this time on Sunday to be with us, to celebrate. Just an awe-inspiring week when you talk about Memorial Day, and then coming up to this week with D-Day today.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Happy birthday, Stephen John, one of our favorites. Sorry, Stephen. We say that about everybody, so you're just gonna have to live with it, brother. No, it's these are guys that we hold near and dear to our hearts. I'm sure Andrea's got some snippets of what D-Day was about, but there was roughly 14,000 casualties on Normandy Beach that day. 4,400 troops killed, 9,000 wounded, and this guy that we have here in Minnesota, Steve Geider, who put together the Blaine Veteran Park Memorial, celebrates. He's not a veteran, but he's just amazing, and he put it in his wheelhouse to get over there to Normandy. And he loves coming back and sharing how the people in France celebrate what American soldiers did for their country almost on a higher level than we do what we hear. And it almost breaks my heart a little bit. I was a little bit fired up earlier today, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm just going to go off. And then just like, pull back the reins, Mark, relax. We'll get there. We are getting there. We're going to do it. Again, and when it comes to the People's Patriot Project, we don't get to do what we do without all of our amazing listeners, all of our amazing guests like Elliot. Tony was a former guest and part of the mission as we're moving forward, and he's wanting to open up some things down in Louisiana. Alabama. Alabama. Those are two distinct different places, and he's all frozen up, so he can't give me the stink eye right now. So that's all good for me. Andrea, what do we got on the news this week?
I thank you for you kind of stole my thunder a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry.
That's a big deal. No, you're fine. Don't be sorry. Let me just get back to my notes. I was fact checking what you were saying. So
tell me where I went wrong, okay?
I'm kidding. Just kidding. Oh my goodness. Okay. So there's more coming I'm stalling a minute because my computer is just frozen up. There's more coming up at the end of the month with first responders and military recognitions. And so what I'm going to give you tonight is, I just want to add, really. So by the end of the day, the Atlantic Wall had fallen, right, for D-Day. The invasion was a success, and there really seems to be no answer. I couldn't figure anything why. It's actually called D-Day.
I know.
There are some ideas. I found more than one, so I wasn't going to share.
Sure.
And then one other fact is that at Omaha Beach, 9,387 Americans are buried. So I just wanted to add those on to your.
What did you find out as far as why it's called D-Day?
Oh, you know what? I didn't even copy them down because there was. Tell me what you have, and I'll tell you if I can think of others.
And this is where we're going to rely on our listenership a little bit as well, too. Please feel free to add any of your very precise research, Wikipedia, Google search knowledge with us. From what I understand is they counted it by days, and D does stand for day. So it ends up being day, but it's day one of the campaign. So the next day would be day 2. And I don't know why that's all that specific to that, but that's the research I found on it as far as why it's called D-Day. But there is a redundancy in the fact that it's day, but it's day 1 of the overall campaign that they were involved on. I believe it was 4 days total. Sorry if I'm getting that wrong. I know that there are some really bright people out there that can probably throw a wrench at me, not into this. But so, oh my gosh, Andrea, the channel's blowing up, and I love it. And
I know. Look at this. Hi to Tina.
Tina, fun to watch this. And I saw when you were clicking on their messages, they were coming up weird, but so like Phyllis Salter again, and I'm probably massacring that. I'm going to tell you, people, there is amazing things happening in our organization, and I'm going to tell you right now, this young lady is at the tip of the spear when it comes to these amazing things. And so there's nothing I can announce right now, but we are having some amazing conversations. And I think everyone will be very excited about the involvement of her and her organizations. And we're very excited about this. We've been on some conversations this weekend, and we're really excited about it. We got Tammy Schroeder, always there, great supporter, running down the end of her school year right now, but always has time for us. We greatly appreciate that. LJ Raspler. We'll get up a link here in a minute, but this young lady and her partner Irene Voxberg are in charge of Vox Life, and they are here to help accommodate your need and help in recovery in life with wearable technology that helps you with the homeostasis of your entire body. They've got a product line of socks, sleeves, patches. If you got some aches and pains, got some things, nerve damage or anything that is hindering you, reach out to these guys. They're actually sponsoring the People's Patriot Project this month. Anything, all proceeds through the purchases of their product is going to be benefiting the People's Patriot Project. And so we're really excited about what they're doing for us. We're going to give you a little snippet here in a bit of some of the things that we're doing right now with some veterans in our world and continuing to move forward. We love it. We love it. And you guys are doing amazing, keeping the chatter going. Let's get to our guest, Mr. McKenzie. What are you doing in the world right now, man? What are you getting done?
I'm trying to make a difference through my music, man. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. You got a tour coming up, right?
Not a tour. I'm actually performing in North Carolina next week. I'm doing a live concert out there for a nonprofit called Irreverent Warriors. And then I'm singing the national anthem to kick off their Silkies hike on June 12th, the next day.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And we're going to roll a couple of your songs here in a little bit.
Okay.
What is the message that you want to get out to the world?
The message that I want to get out is simply that you can overcome mental illness and you can overcome hard times and still become successful. My story in a nutshell is that I served in the Marine Corps for 4 years, honorable discharge, got out, dealt with PTSD, homelessness, depression, a lot of the issues that a lot of veterans face when they get out. I served in Iraq, so I came home with a lot of issues from Iraq. Was in college, dropped out of school. You know, I was doing a lot of negative things in my life. I was failing in multiple areas. I wasn't successful. Like I said, I ended up homeless. I was homeless for about a year and some change. But I was able to turn to music as a form of therapy for my issues, specifically for my PTSD and my depression and my anxiety. And turning to my abilities within music ended up saving my life. So I got lucky. I met a therapist at the VA who knew that I was a musician. She taught me about the science behind how music can be therapeutic for people and said, why don't you use your music as therapy for these issues? I started doing that. It started working. In 2015, I was able to stop taking medication. Prior to that, I was on antidepressants and anxiety medicine. I was able to stop taking all medication in 2015. And then I just started doing music as my medicine and my therapy. And I released a song called Gunshots in 2017, which is a song about sound sensitivity, PTSD, where a lot of things like cars backfiring, fireworks, things like that are sounds that can oftentimes bring back flashbacks for veterans. I released a song called Fight Back, which is about fighting back against mental illness and overcoming whatever it is that you have, whether you're a veteran or a civilian. And then I followed all those up with an album that just came out in March called Therapy Session, because music is like my therapy. So the album is like talking to a therapist, unloading all your issues. The songs are the issues. And so I'm just at a point now where I'm performing live, trying to make a difference, trying to get my music heard by as many people as possible. A lot of my fans are people who are in the veteran space, and they tell me that my music has made a very positive influence on them. So I'd like to just keep that going and try to change the lives of as many people as possible.
How does that feel when you hear that?
It feels amazing. I didn't expect that at first. Honestly, like when I released Gunshots, I had two goals back in 2017. The goal for the song was to educate civilians about what it's like to be a combat veteran with PTSD so they can get a little bit of an insider's point of view. And then also to use it as therapy for myself. Hi, Tina. And
do you know Tina?
Yeah, Tina's one of my friends. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. We just met her like 6 weeks ago down in Tennessee. I told you we got connected.
Small world,
Yeah, right?
small world.
Yeah, she plays the therapist in my most recent music video for the intro to the album, the music video for that. She lives out here in California near me, like about 30 minutes away from me. So, yeah.
She shared her amazing story with me when we were down there, and my heart goes out to you. I was going to reach out to one of your posts yesterday, Tina. You keep remembering that love, sweetheart. Keep remembering that love, man. Thank you for your amazing sacrifices. I know it's not something you wanted on the menu, but we're there, and we love you, and thank you for your great mission as well. She's got a podcast. We're going to be working with her as well. This is so awesome. I love
Yeah,
it.
small world, right?
That's she just said that. Small world. She got that.
Yeah. But like I was saying, just got the album out, so I'm just trying to make a difference, bro.
You are a selfish son of a gun. You realize that, right?
Yeah, I got to stop that. It's kind of annoying.
No,
right?
I love it. I love it. I got hit right on the beak one week about someone coming to me. Well, you're just doing this selfishly. Saving lives selfishly. Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Thank you for pointing that out. I'm going to continue to do it. It feels good. Thanks. And yeah, you guys can't see this, but I'm so excited with the interactions we're having during the show. I'm so excited with the people that are on here. I'm so excited about the relationships, and that's what the People's Patriot Project is about, is building those relationships and being boots on the ground and celebrating what we got. And this is amazing. Let's roll one of your songs.
Wilmington, Chris. It's going to be Wilmington. Look up Irreverent Warriors, and then the Wilmington hike is on June 12th.
Andrew, when we're rolling this song, can you pull up the link to that, and we will get that information out to people. Irreverent Warriors is an organization we've been meaning to connect with, but we'll get that all put out there, and we'll make sure everyone knows what they're at. Chris Moore, copy that. Thanks. It'd be awesome if there can be a connection there even as well. That's part of what this is all about. So your first song, Gunshots.
Yes, sir. So Gunshots comes from a personal experience that I had. When I got back from Iraq and out of the Marine Corps, I couldn't stand fireworks. Cars backfiring would trigger me. I'd go into flashbacks of being in Ramadi, Iraq again. Any kind of loud sounds that sounded even similar to a gunshot, it would immediately put me into a flashback, and I'd have an episode. And so there was a day when I was in a grocery store, and I was by the vegetable counter, by the tomato counter. A family walks into the store with balloons. Somehow one of the balloons actually accidentally gets popped. The popping of that balloon sent me, in my mind, back to Ramadi, and I was in a firefight. I was having a live flashback. I ducked behind the counter. My body language went back to this like I had a rifle in my hand. I was freaking out in my head, and I woke up from that flashback on my knees on the floor, looking up at people in this grocery store, looking at me like, what the freak is wrong with this guy? Why is this person freaking out because some kid accidentally popped a balloon? They didn't realize that I was a combat vet who was having a flashback of being in Iraq again. So I wrote a song about that experience and about that sound sensitivity that a lot of us come home with. And then I released this music video that has a scene almost identical to that in this music video. And I teamed up with a Marine rapper who's another Marine who got out of the Marine Corps. He dealt with his own issues, and he turned to music as well, except he raps. So me and him teamed up, and we got this song and the music video done. And what you're about to see is the final product of that. And it came out in 2017, and this was my first release.
Awesome. We have Elliot McKenzie with Gunshots.
My station, all around my position. Oh yeah, yeah. Whoa. Training kicks in, cover, concealment. Oh yeah. Whoa. Adrenaline's pumping, heartbeats thumping. I'm in fight or flight mode. Heartbeats racing, then I get angry. Must kill the enemy. But then I realize I'm back home. Sounds like gunshots everywhere I go. Makes me me wanna hit the floor, yeah. Heartbeats racing out of time, 'cause I think I'm out of time, yeah. I probably won't, but I've gotta get control tonight. Strangers looking at me like, what the hell is wrong with him, yeah. Whoa, they don't know what I hear when I hear that sound, yeah. I hear combat, adrenaline's pumping, heartbeats thumping. I'm in fight or flight mode. Heartbeats racing, then I get angry. Must kill the enemy. But then I realize I'm back home. Sounds like gunshots everywhere I go. Makes me wanna hit the floor, yeah. Everywhere I go, yeah. Heartbeats racing out of time, 'cause I think I'm out of time, yeah. I probably won't, but I've gotta get control.
Gotta get a grip on me. I did amazing feat. Life been slippery as a veteran Marine. When you come back, no one knows the scene, but you've been through all the things that keeps you from your sleep or makes it hard to breathe. When you come back, sitting here in class, when I first heard something crash, reminded me of that blast from an enemy out in Iraq. When you come back, hearing them gunshot landing on my paws, thinking all is lost in Central Lumbar, and this is killing me slowly, skipping my heartbeat, flipping out constant on all of the people who love me. So many walls that I punched in, splinters and knuckles, everyone seeming to bug me. Don't none of you touch me. Now give me my distance, all of you foes, girls say I'm different, really the fiction, how can I tell? What is the difference? Now I'm just tripping. I always revisit that time in 06 when I was with the infantry. Rockets was zipping and bullets was snapping. And when I came back, do you hear what I'm hearing?
Sounds like gunshots everywhere I go.
Gunshots
makes me wanna hit the floor. Everywhere I go, yeah. Heartbeats racing out of time, 'cause I think I'm out of time, yeah. I probably won't, but I've gotta get control tonight. Shit.
Raining? I know. Said it's raining. It's in the rain.
Wow. How do we accommodate that veteran that's so I sat on the guns my entire career, and nothing compares to sitting on a howitzer, and it wasn't a self-propelled, so we got the 198s, and it was, and I don't deal with any of that, to be honest with you.
Right.
And I've heard a lot of our brothers and sisters do deal with that, the fireworks going off, the big bang, the sun. What can we do to support? Do we give up 4th of July to that? I mean, I'm going straight to the thing. Do we give it up, or do we?
Right. I think we adapt. I think so. PTSD is different in every veteran and every person. So you figure out what that specific veteran needs in those moments. Like for me, when I was having those kind of moments where I was having a flashback because of fireworks, what I wanted was somebody just to be down there with me. Like I wanted to feel protected. I wanted to feel safe in that moment, because what was going through my mind was, I don't have a helmet on right now. I don't have a flak jacket on right now. I'm unarmed, and I feel like I'm in a firefight, and I've got nothing to protect me like I did in Iraq when I was fully armored. So I wanted somebody to like sit down on the floor with me and have them feel like my protection. You know what I mean? But that might vary from another veteran or what he or she wants when they're going through a situation like that. So I think it's an individual basis. You know what I mean?
how would someone know that that's happening?
I knew because it felt like a living dream. I would
Okay.
go back to being in a firefight in Ramadi, and like I was almost like asleep dreaming, and then I'd wake up and realize I wasn't in Ramadi. I was in my room, or I was wherever I was, or I was in that grocery store.
How would a common person know that someone is dealing with that? I know I'm putting you on the spot. It's not.
No, you're good. A lot of it's visual symptoms, because obviously you're not in that person's body. You can't feel their heart racing, but you can see the body language. You can see fear. You can see crouching behind something. You can see balling up in fear. You can see getting angry in the moment. That's another thing. A lot of veterans, including myself, when they are in a situation like that, they're one of the first emotions that hits them is anger, because in a firefight, you're angry. You wanted to kill the enemy. You go from being calm to being pissed off like that. And so they might see them flip out and get angry in the moment of fireworks going off, or an explosion happening down the street, or something like that, or backfiring from a car. So look for that sudden change in emotions, that flipping of emotions from calm to either like scared and huddling, or like maybe angry and wanting to get violent. Look for the body language. That's what's going to tell you what's going on.
Absolutely. I know that I struggle, and I'm not poking fun. I'm just trying to create a parallel to the conversation, but I see that sign every once in a while, peanut allergy, and that I'm not supposed to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich around young ones in my world, and that really frustrates me. Mm-hmm. Do we stop doing fireworks? Do we not celebrate the 4th of July? What do you think about that?
No, absolutely not. I think the 4th of July is a huge holiday in this country, and it's super important. I think what we need to do is find a way to individually speak to each veteran or each person who might be triggered by the fireworks, and figure out how to help them individually, so that it's not as much of an issue for these people, so that we can maintain the holiday and have the individuals who are having the issues find a way to adapt and overcome, or manage their symptoms, so that the issue, the fireworks are no longer an issue for them.
I love that. I think in my head, and I don't always get things right, and so if you're a veteran and or a first responder that suffers from this type of PTSD, I think it's really important to let the people around you, and I'm not talking fly a flag, I'm not saying make a social media post, but tell someone that is close to you. And I know that's tough. I know we want to make sure that we're wearing our tattoos and our tight shirts tight, and our hats low, and our, not letting anyone see our eyes. I get that. But if you could let one person that you trust know that you're dealing with some of this stuff, I think we can all come and be there, like Mr. McKenzie said, and be arm in arm with you in an effort to be solidarity, and support you. I'm not telling you to spill your guts to the world, and I know that's a lot easier said than done, but if you can find one person that can be a confidant, that can be next to you during that time, and I know there's going to be some of those sudden things that you never know are going to happen, something falling off the shelf at the grocery store, or something and this is amazing. We had Chris Moore on our show. It's been a couple months. We miss. It's very important to open up with your family and friends about PTSD. I've built a great support system I never knew I had. We love you, brother, and I hope you consider us part of that support system. We actually got some kind of big news coming up for his wife, and East Coast, West Coast combined, and we're excited about that. Putting first responder supporters. There's a difference between being a first responder supporter and a person that supports a first responder. I'm going to tell you that right now. And a person that supports a veteran or an enlisted personnel, the person that's under the same roof is not necessarily a supporter. They are in the mission with you, and we full-heartedly acknowledge that. We know that, and we support you as well. You're in the mission with our brothers and sisters that are serving. So, hang in there. We're coming. It's not probably good enough, sadly, unfortunately. But right now is probably one of those good times where we do our buddy check. Reach across to that person right now. They might be physically in your space. Let them know, I got you. I got your back. I got your six. Make that phone call. Do that text. Reach out to someone right now, or promise me. Make that promise that after the show you'll take time to reach out to someone. It might have to be the strongest person you think of, because they're the ones that are silent and resilient, and they're the ones that are dealing with the heaviest loads sometimes, because they're not just dealing with their stuff at the moment. They're dealing with the stuff of everyone else that they've been in kind of the structural hierarchy of their soldiers, of their teams. Reach out to them. Just say hi. And that's sometimes all that needs to happen. About 90% of the people that reach out to us just want to know someone else is on the other side of the phone, and we make sure we're answering that phone. And we make sure we answer the emails and the phone calls. So I feel like we're sitting at the top of this mountain, and we've got all these amazing supporters that are helping with us, and just it's been awesome and amazing, and we're going to continue to move forward. Tony Turner, tell us what's going on in your world, because we got you here.
Oh man, we just started recording a little bit. We got more work to do coming up here in the next couple of weeks. I've got some pretty big name songwriters that have reached out to me that want me to sing some of their songs. Things are like the snowball's getting bigger, man.
I love it, man.
Rolling.
I love it.
Cool.
Well, thank you for being here, and thank you all for always being part of the mission and giving us the feedback. I get to hear and listen to Tony and his exciting mission and story all the time, and so thanks for being here, bud. Adam Jones puts it out there. Tony.
Yeah, we're the 27th. I'm going out to Georgia with Adam, and I'm supposed to be singing the national anthem out there.
Unbelievable. That means we're gonna have to see you when we're there. Is that what it means?
Oh yeah.
Oh man. All right. If you insist.
Yes.
Love this guy. Love this guy.
Love you guys too.
Fight Back. Tell us about it.
So I got a lot of unexpected positive feedback from Gunshots, that music video. That song was specifically speaking about the veteran community and what veterans go through, combat veterans, and that sound sensitivity. But I started noticing I got a lot of feedback from civilians talking about, I saw your video, I deal with mental illness, I deal with Down syndrome, I deal with anxiety, I deal with depression, I deal with PTSD from a car accident or from my parent dying, something that civilians get PTSD from. And I thought to myself, why don't I do a song that can reach everybody, not specifically just the veteran community or the military community, but I want to write a song that the whole world can relate to about getting over mental illness, whatever it is, right? So that's how Fight Back was born. So Fight Back is a song that I wrote that's about fighting back against whatever it is that you face every single day, that mental illness, that depression, that anxiety, whatever it is that you wake up with every single morning, deal with all day, and then fall asleep with every single night, and then repeat that pattern every day. It's a song that's meant to motivate people to fight back against that thing so that you can overcome it and keep succeeding.
Awesome. Here's Elliot McKenzie with Fight Back.
If you could tell your depression, your anxiety, your PTSD, whatever it is that you fight every single day, if you could tell it one thing, what would you say? This is what I said. I woke up on the side of the bed that don't have my name on it. I take another path, but you keep pushing me down this dark road. And every time I see you, we get into another battle. You've been winning to this point, but I've got a new strategy, yeah. And now I know why I can't seem to find my happiness. It's been run by you this whole time, but now it's time I fight the best fight of my life. I've got my gloves on. Let's go, yeah. You've been winning, but now I'm gonna fight back. It's that time that I'm gonna take my life back. You can come or you can go, but I guarantee that I'm never gonna turn around and look back. You've been winning, but now I'm gonna fight back. It's that time that I'm gonna take my life back. And I swear, no matter what you do, yeah, yeah, my mind is over you. My mind is over you. Yeah. You think you have straight up control over everything I am. Well, I'm here to tell you that those days you had are long gone. And now I bring the fight you've never known. I'm bringing with me my support team, yeah. Cause now I know why I can't seem to find my happiness. It's been run by you this whole time, but now it's time I fight the best fight of my life. I've got my gloves on. Let's go, yeah. You've been winning, but now I'm gonna fight back. It's that time that I'm gonna take my life back. You can come or you can go, but I guarantee that I'm never gonna turn around and look back. You've been winning, but now I'm gonna fight back. It's that time that I'm gonna take my life back. And I swear, no matter what you do, yeah, yeah, my mind is over you. It's been so long since I've had my peace back, yeah. Whoa. But now it's coming home, yeah. It's been so long since I've had my peace back. I'm done living like this. You're dead to me. You've been winning, but now I'm gonna fight back. It's that time that I'm gonna take my life back. You can come or you can go, but I guarantee that I'm never gonna turn around and look back. You've been winning, but now I'm gonna fight back. It's that time that I'm gonna take my life back. And I swear, no matter what you do, yeah, yeah, my mind is over you. My mind is over you. Yeah. My mind is over you.
If you could tell your depression.
Amazing
Thank
song,
you, brother.
brother.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I wrote it from a first person perspective as if I was talking to my depression. Some of you guys might have noticed that. And it's like the conversation that I had with my depression, saying that I'm done with you. It's time to fight back and win.
I almost wish Tammy was on here. Tammy has been through just a gigantic, large amount of stuff this last year. And her comment, the hardest thing to do is fight back against the quitting.
Right.
And we've rallied around this young lady. We love you, Tammy. I know you hear us, and I know you see us with you. And we are just we got Phyllis Fight Back. Wow, love it. I love it. And this is all on Elliot McKenzie's Therapy Session album. And so make sure check him out on Spotify. Check him out on YouTube. Take care of the brother. I hope you know that this is our attempt to build a relationship with you too, Elliot, and use you and your tools to move forward and to literally grab every single life we can. We know someone's listening to this right now, and you might have a little sucky thought going on right now, and reach out. Anyone here on screen, we now have Brian with Project Die Hard. See how I didn't mess that one up? See how I didn't mess it up? I practiced that one. I mess the name up of his organization regularly, and he Project Die Hard out of Kentucky and Southern Illinois. He's we'll let him on here in a second to give us a quick brief about what's happening with his fob rush and some of his mission that he's got going on right now. But again, I just want to make sure the message is loud and clear. I would rather than sit all night long and listen to your story than to read something that's happened about one of our brothers and sisters just because they couldn't hold on for one more moment, one more day. That's why we've built the Lighten the Load program with us and the People's Patriot Project. We're here to help in any manner whatsoever. If you need a sandwich, a cup of coffee, a hug, handshake, it doesn't matter. Right now, we are in the amazing and awesome venture of helping a young female veteran out in her early years, full-time disability, ran into some hard times, and they did a reach out, and we're able to help her lighten the load with a little bit of assistance and getting her taken care of. She does have a child involved. And our ultimate goal here is just to get them back working in their life and working in their family's life and working in a way that is productive for them in their life. And so that's our mission. That's our goal. We're excited about being here and being able to be an opportunity for that young lady. Let's see if I got control. Yeah, Mr. Gibson, tell us what's going on with Project Die Hard.
Oh, where to say? If you saw our Friday at 5, man, Pastor Greg Locke, did you hear that message? That was just wow. I mean, I love that man. He's just a great guy. Actually, I'm going down on the 27th. His church is going to bless us. Don't know with what, but he says he's going to bless us. So we got that.
Can you give us a paraphrase of his message?
Hope. Don't give up. Jesus didn't. Jesus sat in the desert for 40 days, tempted by Satan every single moment. And he didn't give up, right? So, hey, there you go. Don't give up. Have hope. Okay? I mean, that's just what I can't preach to my brothers and sisters. Sorry I'm late, but I had to handle something that hopefully is handed off to the right team down in Louisiana. But, hey, I answer the phone when it rings. So,
yep.
But we did lock in another band that we met this weekend for our Saturday event. They're going to take the 3 to 6 time slot. Elizabeth and Friends. They're just starting out, but they're great.
Tell us about your event, Brian.
All right, the event. The last week in July, 25th, 26th, or 26th through the 9th. Bob Rush cleanup, right? La-di-da-di. Everybody is invited. It's now on our website, on our Facebook. If you're going to come down for that time frame and you're going to stay on Forward Operating Base Rush, we need to know, because y'all know Adam Jones, right?
We do know Adam Jones.
Well, he's coming to cook up for everybody who's going to be helping.
he should be on the show right now. So,
but yeah, we were texting earlier because I built him a sink. Don't ask. I couldn't sleep. I had to build a sink. But that, and then the 30th, 31st, and August 1st, our Remembrance Weekend. If there's any families out in this listening area, we are doing a remembrance. Please send us a picture, a little bio on your veteran that lost the fight to the demons, because our primary mission is never to let them be forgotten, because that war still goes on here at home. But yeah, it's just all shaping up. We still are looking for a stage. So if anybody has any contacts in this region that happens to have one of them nice little stages you roll up, right, that doesn't want to charge us $20,000. Got it, man. Nonprofit, right? Nonprofit. Trying to raise money. But yeah, but no, man, this is all forming up. Let me pull up my email real quick, because I don't know if you know of these guys. Let me pull this up so I don't miss it. Giving Back out of Virginia.
Okay.
They're called Giving Back. They're, I got to drive to Virginia to get it, but tractors, bucket loader, four-wheelers, side-by-sides for the event. Again, Mark, this whole thing of working together, some people get it, most people don't. You know, Adam, what were you cooking, man?
Oh, I told him bulgogi.
Bulgogi.
Korean, yeah, no thanks. But yeah,
No.
I was
ribeye.
born. Yeah,
It's just ribeye.
It's just ribeye with all that Korean stuff in it. Just as long as you don't make kimchi, man.
It wasn't. It was non-Korean inspired. This one was Southern inspired. He told me.
Oh, okay.
Just ribeye and onion. That's all it was.
Cool.
It looked amazing.
It did. It did. But yeah, brother, I cannot wait. I mean, I was just telling everybody, if they're going to come up, we need to know, because if you're going to come up, I want to make sure that the logistics, you know. So if you're going to come to File Brush and do that manual labor, Adam there's going to feed you. He feeds you good, right? We're going to have showers. We're going to have showers there, so you get to clean up after every day.
And that's one more time, Brian. Give us the dates on that, just so everyone knows the dates.
26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th. File Brush cleanup. 30th, 31st, August 1st. Forward Operating Base Rush Weekend of Remembrance.
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah, it's just, again, please start sharing out our need for volunteers. And I should have the final event poster here in a couple weeks. You'll see online.
Awesome.
Elliot, hit me up offline. We'll talk. I still got some stage spots open.
There it is. Let's do it.
Hit me up offline, and we'll talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adam, you got an event coming up. Tell us about it.
June 27th, we're doing Henry County. We're going to feed Henry County, Georgia. We're going to hit all the first responders and police officers in the county, all the veterans in the area. It'll be 350 to 400 people. Tony's coming in right there. Tony right there. Sexy Tony coming in to do the national anthem for us. It's going to be pretty cool. It'll be hot and fast, but we've got Bobby Henline coming in He's going to come in and see what we do. We're doing an event for Bobby Henline in September. So, yeah, it's going to be awesome.
No, it's for those who don't know what this man does. He has Feed the Heroes Foundation, and him and his team Matt Strand,
and Scott Gaddy.
Scott, I just became friends with Scott. They go out and they just feed people, and I love it. You know, the trail to someone's heart and soul is through their belly. I can attest to that. So I'm going to have to end up down there in Georgia. He thinks that we're going to have some kind of a cook-off. I don't know. This will be a throwdown, the Patriot throwdown. We'll have to create some rules. So we're excited.
No, it'd be awesome to have you guys here.
Mr. McKenzie, what's next for you? What can we do to support you, help you, and get you out in front of more people?
My biggest thing is just exposure right now. Purchasing the album. Fans and listeners can go onto my website. My website is www.elliotmckenzie.com. 2 L's and 2 T's in Elliot. On there, you can go to my store, and then in the store, there's a section where you can actually buy an autographed copy of my album, a hard copy that I will personally mail to you. It's $25 when you fill out the form. You include your address and all that stuff. I'm going to get an email with all your information. I'm going to autograph the hard copy of the album cover. I'm going to send you a personalized letter, and then you're going to get a hard copy CD of my album in the mail, as well as you can stream it on Spotify and iTunes and Google Play and all the different digital platforms as well right now. But that hard copy is probably the best way to support me. As well as I do have a store where you can buy on that same section. If you click on the top of that page, it says click here to go to Elliot McKenzie store. Click that little section. It'll take you to an actual digital store. You can buy merchandise like this hoodie that I'm wearing right now. So my hashtag is hashtag R&B vet, because I'm an R&B singer and I'm also a veteran. If you combine the two, you get R&B vet. There's a whole line for this. There's also a line called the Let's Go line, because one of my slogans is let's go, like let's get off your butt and get it done. Stay motivated, stay healthy, push to get through whatever it is that you're going through. So I have an entire clothing line that has the words let's go on it, that logo. And then I have another R&B line, because I am an R&B singer. So I have just a line that just has the big R&B logo on it. Purchasing those can also help me out, because I get a portion of those proceeds from those purchases. And then as far as giving me exposure, just if you can book me to perform at your events, get me out there. The more people hear my music, the better. The more people that the message touches, the better. So as much exposure as possible would be amazing, because my mission now is just to be able to inspire as many people as possible through my music and through my album that just came out.
That's awesome. That is absolutely awesome. So if you're not aware, Elliot and we didn't do pre-show on this. I didn't discuss with you. If you got a moment to hang out after we got 2 minutes before the end of our show, but sometimes we let it go longer if it needs to be, but we always have a post-show talking about how we can collaborate and making sure that we get let's go, keep the mission going and being out in front. Have some questions for you. Anyone that's interested in that link, let us know. We'll let you come on up and ask any questions if Mr. Elliott has, or Mr. McKenzie has time. I hope you didn't notice that I'd been dropping that last T for whatever reason. I got it all fixed in all of our media stuff now, but I apologize for that, Elliot. But there are 2 T's in Elliot McKenzie, and we've got all of his links up right now, ready to go and roll. Remember, this is an opportunity to serve. The People's Patriot Project is a beacon. We are a beacon of hope, and we're a beacon of opportunity. Brian brought the message about hope. I know sometimes it's easier said than done, but if you can see that there are people that are on your team batting and trying to score with you and work together with you, you can do it with us. And so reach out to us. I love that we had hundreds of interactions tonight. We had many people on. If you need to hear the message again, you can go to any of our social media channels, YouTube channel, and we got some pretty exciting stuff coming up. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe to tell you guys. anyway, this is a beacon and this is an opportunity. If you are capable of mind and body and soul, reach out to your brothers and sisters. This is, like I said, the opportunity to serve, and it is also the opportunity to shed our light and also make sure that those that are struggling a little bit see our light and see our ugly green, like on Adam's shirt right there. That is an ugly shirt, brother. Ugly shirt, and we love it. We love it. Patriot pride, dog. With that said, we will see you when the smoke clears. We're always here for you. If you feel lost, hold your breath, wait a minute, and reach out. We're here for you. Patriot pride.